Yo guys, and as you can tell by the thumbnail and by the title of this video, I am going to be doing my early Survivor Series prediction video. Match card prediction video. I have literally just finished filming the SmackDown review from last night, and also the SmackDown after Saturday Night's main event that happened a week ago today. So I will link that in the description down below. But the video that you are currently watching right now will not be uploaded until Wednesday, so a couple of days after Monday Night Raw. So I will put in the description the Monday Night Raw review as well, because obviously I most likely will be doing a Raw review. No, I will, because it's the Raw that John Cena's on and everything. So I will be doing a Raw review in a couple of days' time for me, but for you guys, Raw would have happened a couple of days ago. So hopefully, Raw a couple of days ago, as you're watching this, was a very good Raw, and I was able to deliver a very good review for a Raw that was hopefully a very, very good show. But yeah, I was originally going to film this on Wednesday when you're watching this and upload it on the Wednesday, the day that you're watching it, this video right now. But I decided to film it today instead for me on Saturday, because I was thinking to myself, if I filmed my early Survivor Series prediction after 2 Raws and 1 SmackDown, I kind of felt in my head that I needed to watch another SmackDown, so I've watched 2 Raws and 2 SmackDowns to kind of gather a little bit more information on who potentially could have a match at Survivor Series and who could be part of the men's and women's War Games matches. But then I was thinking to myself, by the time a week Wednesday comes along as you're watching this, in a week's time, because I'm filming this on Saturday, but I have to pretend that I'm filming this on the Wednesday, which is really confusing me. But a week today, as you're watching this, it would be too close to the event happening that it technically wouldn't really class and be counted as an early prediction video if I do it literally a week and a half before the show actually happens. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna film it straight after filming the SmackDown that happened last night, but upload it on the Wednesday for you guys to watch. So yeah, this Survivor Series has been really tricky to predict, because there is a lot of feuds going on both Raw and SmackDown right now that have the potential to be on Survivor Series. But I've gone with the 5 matches that I felt made the most sense to be a part of Survivor Series. And I've gone with 10 women and 10 men that I feel, after watching Raw last week and Friday Night SmackDown last night, felt in my eyes that make the most sense to be a part of the men's War Games team, because the men's War Game team is the most difficult prediction I feel like I've had to make in a long time, because there is so many ways that the team War Games could go, so many ways that I'm so close to doing it this way, and then I was doing it that way, and now, but officially I'm going to do it the way that I've wrote it down. But I will also say a few other ways that it could potentially go, but the one that you'll see on your screen is my official prediction. But yeah, I'm glad though. I'm glad that Survivor Series this time around has been not as predictable to predict who's going to be part of the whole show, because I feel like this time around it could go in any kind of direction, and I'm loving it, because I love an unpredicted PLE, and that's what WWE needs. We need unpredictability, and this year's Survivor Series is for the most part very unpredictable and confusing to who's going to be a part of the both War Games and who the other matches are going to be but I'm loving that. I am really, really, really loving it. So yeah, I am going to also do an unboxing at the end of this Survivor Series video. My mum did open it because she thought it was for her, but it is for me. So I'm going to do a little unboxing at the end of this Survivor Series prediction video, because it is wrestling related. So I will do that at the end. But let's kick on with the early Survivor Series predictions. Let me know, guys, in the comment section down below if you would be happy with the 5 matches that I feel are going to happen at Survivor Series, or would you do some different matches, or do you not like my ideas on the women's War Games match and the men's War Games match? Let me know, guys, because I'd be very curious to know if you agree with these 5 matches or if you feel they're going to go a little bit differently to what I have predicted. But match number 1 I have gone with to happen at Survivor Series is the match between Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio for the AAA Championship. I don't think it's going to be for the Intercontinental Championship. I think this match right here will be just for the AAA Championship because, for one, they're both Mexican. For two, Dominic Mysterio is saying that he's the greatest luchador of all time. For three, he's got hold of the main championship that is part of the AAA company in the AAA World Heavyweight Championship. And for four, it's in San Diego, California, which is a very, very well-known place in California that has a lot of Mexican heritage. So I feel, and for five also, how can I forget this? Rey Mysterio is literally from San Diego, California. I don't know if Dominic was born in San Diego, California. I think he was born in California, but I don't know if it was San Diego. Probably. But if he is, then they're both from San Diego, California. And where is Survivor Series in a few weeks' time? In San Diego, California, in a arena that is going to be filled with over 40,000 people. So, and a lot of Mexican people are going to be there. So what other way than to have this match right here be for the AAA Championship between Rey Mysterio, who's Mexican and who's from San Diego, going up against his son, who is the current AAA champion and is saying that he is the best luchador in the world right now and has got hold of that AAA championship, which is the biggest championship in that company. I don't think it's going to be for the Intercontinental. I think they're going to leave the Intercontinental Championship for the feud that's going on at the moment with Rusev and Penta. I think the Intercontinental Championship is separate rivalries going on, but I definitely think that at Survivor Series, I'm about to say WrestleMania then, at Survivor Series, this is going to be match number 1. Rey Mysterio versus Dominic Mysterio for the AAA Championship in Rey Mysterio's hometown of San Diego, California. And it just makes a hell of a lot of sense for it to just be for the one championship, not for both. Because like I said, Dominic's got some separate issues going on at the moment with Rusev and Penta for the Intercontinental Championship, not necessarily the AAA. So I feel like he now can have a rivalry that's separate to Rusev and Penta, but instead of it being for the Intercontinental Championship, it's for the AAA. So this is my match number 1 that I do feel is going to happen at Survivor Series. And by what happened on Raw last week, I can definitely see this match being made official at some point down the line. And this is the match we'll get right here. Match number 2 I have for the WWE Undisputed Championship between the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre, going up against, of course, the current WWE Undisputed Champion, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. But I do think it's going to be in a stipulation because I feel like it's going to be in a stipulation so that Drew can't cheat, Cody can't cheat to win, nobody can cheat to win because it's in a stipulation. And I feel that because of what's happened over the last couple of weeks with Drew and Cody, that it makes a hell of a lot of sense for this match right here to have a stipulation involved, like literally just a falls count anywhere or a no disqualification or a last man standing maybe or something along the lines of that anyway. And this is the match that we will get on your screen right now at Survivor Series because Drew has been suspended. He was, for me, suspended last night on SmackDown, but for you guys a few nights ago. But apparently he's got some intense filming to do for the next couple of weeks. So I think it's just a 2-week suspension and then Nick Aldis will lift it for Cody Rhodes so that Cody Rhodes can have a one-on-one match at Survivor Series, and then them two get to brawl in again, and Nick Aldis makes it official for Survivor Series, like official for Survivor Series, but instead of it just being a normal one-on-one match, he will say that it will be in some sort of stipulation. So this is match number 2, and like I've already said, how things have been going with Drew and Cody over the last few weeks, I feel like this match right here makes a hell of a lot of sense to happen in a stadium for the WWE Undisputed Championship in some sort of stipulation, and it makes a hell of a lot of sense for it to be Drew versus Cody. I would love for it to be a triple threat and Randy Orton somehow gets himself involved in this feud, but I can't see it, unfortunately. I think it's literally just going to be a feud between Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes. I mean, there is the possibility that Cody and Drew, because Cody and Drew are on the screen. Well, not even on the screen for me, but on thinking about them. I can see maybe potentially Randy Orton getting himself involved in this match right here that you're seeing on your screen right now, and then he possibly either helps Cody to win. So it makes sense for Drew to still be involved in this feud alongside Randy and Cody, but at the end of the match, when Cody's hands raised, Randy Orton RKO's Cody Rhodes, turning heel, kind of. And we get the feud between Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton, and Cody Rhodes going into Royal Rumble. Or there's potential of Randy helping Drew to win, and Drew McIntyre is the World Heavyweight Champion, and he goes on to have a feud, World Heavyweight Champion, WWE Champion, goes on to have feuds with other people, while Randy and Cody start their feud all the way up until WrestleMania. Because you have to remember that by the time Survivor Series comes around, we are almost in December. So WrestleMania is literally, 4.5 months away? So there is 4.5 months worth of feud that Cody and Randy could build up together, but it doesn't necessarily have to be for a championship at WrestleMania. It doesn't necessarily have to be. And Drew can go on to have a feud with somebody else for the championship, maybe a Damian Priest and an Aleister Black, maybe. Is a possibility. So that's 2 options that this match here right here could go. 2 options. Cody Rhodes wins with the help of Randy Orton, and then Randy Orton turns on Cody Rhodes, setting up a triple threat between the 3 of them. Or Randy Orton helps Drew McIntyre to win by turning on Cody Rhodes, and then we get the feud for the next 4.5 months between Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes, leading up to a match at WrestleMania, and then Drew goes on to feud with Aleister Black and Damian Priest, or someone anyway, for along the lines of that. So there's that way. There's 2 ways right here that this match could go, and I definitely think this match is 101% happening at Survivor Series, alongside the match that I said before between Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio for the AAA Championship. I 101% think these 2 matches right here that I've spoken about already are definitely happening at Survivor Series in a couple of weeks' time. Match number 3, I'm 50-50 this could happen, depending on how they're doing this Last Time Is Now tournament. And obviously, that I don't know who the four people are going to be, so I can't predict the match that I think it's the people that I think are going to be in this match. So currently on your screen right now, you're just seeing a picture of John Cena, an image of John Cena on your screen right now, because obviously it is his tournament, because it's the Last Time Is Now tournament. But I potentially see them doing the semi-finals on the Raw and SmackDown before Survivor Series. So they do 4 matches on Raw and 4 matches on SmackDown the night before Survivor Series, and then the winner of the 4 matches will go on to Survivor Series in a Fatal 4-Way, and the winner of this Fatal 4-Way will go on to face John Cena at Saturday Night's Main Event on December 13th, which will literally be just under 2 weeks' time. Because I can't see them making this Last Time Is Now tournament last until the night before Saturday Night's Main Event. I mean, there is the big potential that they do, so that they can build this Last Time Is Now tournament up until then, and then they don't have to worry about having a couple of weeks of someone having to build for the match, but I feel like we need that. I feel like making this Last Time Is Now tournament last up until the night before Survivor Series, before Saturday Night's Main Event, sorry, where John Cena has a one-on-one match with the person that wins, does in a way make sense, but at the same time we will have no build up between the two people, and I feel like it needs to be somebody that can have a couple of weeks to build promos on SmackDown or on Raw, depending on who wins it, to somewhat like build hype for the match at Survivor Series. Oh my god, at Saturday Night's Main Event against John Cena. So I feel like if they were to do that, I feel like the final makes a hell of a lot of sense for it to be at Survivor Series in a fatal four-way, and then whoever wins the fatal four-way could, at the end of the night, go head-to-head with John Cena, like have a face-off with John Cena at the end of the night. Is a very big possibility. So that's why I've gone with match number 3 to be the final of the Last Time Is Now tournament, and the winner of the Fatal 4-Way will go on to later that night to have a face-off with John Cena, and then whoever it is will have to build up hype for this match in promos over the next couple of weeks before the match against John Cena on December 13th. So that's what I've gone with. This to be match number 3. Yeah, I feel like I would really be happy with that. I feel like I feel that if they carry this on, this Last Time Is Now tournament, up until the night before Saturday Night's Main Event, we've had no build up whatsoever between the two people. I know that John Cena's not going to be on SmackDown or Raw for the next couple of weeks after Survivor Series, but at least the person that's going up against John Cena can somewhat build hype for their match. And I feel like I would prefer that. I prefer this. I prefer match number 3 to be a fatal 4-way for the finals of the Last Time Is Now tournament. The winner faces off with John Cena at the end of the night at Survivor Series, and then the person that wins has a couple of weeks to build up some sort of hype for the match against John Cena on December 13th. I feel like this would be perfect, not just it carrying on up until the Friday before Saturday Night's Main Event. So yeah, match number 3, I do think we are going to get a fatal 4-way in the Last Time Is Now tournament, and the winner will go on to face John Cena in a couple of weeks' time at Saturday Night's Main Event. I am going to change the angle quickly because the quality is going really, really blue and it's really annoying me, so hang on, guys. Accident press the home button on my phone, so if there is a random cut in this video, that is why, because I accidentally pressed the home button, so the recording that I just filmed stopped. So yeah, that's the reason for the cut. But yeah, like I was kind of saying in that previous clip, I do think that match number 3 will, again, I know I mentioned it a couple of times, but I do feel that I would definitely prefer a fatal 4-way at Survivor Series, and we have somewhat of a little mini build up between whoever wins that fatal 4-way for them to do promos on Raw or SmackDown, depending on who wins the fatal 4-way, to build up somewhat hype for the match between John Cena. I know in a way the match doesn't really necessarily need a hype because obviously it's John Cena's last match, so a lot of people are going to be excited, sad, hyped, gutted that it is John Cena's last match. I don't feel like they need like hype, but I would rather the Last Time Is Now tournament ends at Survivor Series instead of it carrying on the Friday before Saturday Night's Main Event happens. Like, I'd rather they ended it at Survivor Series. So that's why match number 3, I do feel that it makes a hell of a lot of sense for it to happen at Survivor Series in a stadium, and then the winner can face off with John Cena. So that is my match number 3. Match number 4 is going to be the people that I do believe are going to be a part of the Women's War Games match. I did keep changing it, but considering what happened on Friday Night SmackDown, that's just happened for me, but for you guys happened like 5 days ago. I do think that, oh my god, my hair is really annoying me. I do think that these 10 people make a hell of a lot of sense to be a part of the women's war games. So this is the war games that I do think is going to happen for the women's side of things. We will get Team Becky versus Team AJ Lee. I do think on AJ Lee's side, we are definitely going to get Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. And then on Team Becky, I definitely think we are going to get Asuka and Kairi Sane. These are the 6 people that you're currently seeing on your screen right now that I definitely 100% are going to be a part of the Women's War Game. But the next 4 people, I'm unsure if they could go different ways. So this is what I feel it makes a hell of a lot of sense. And I do feel that these are going to be the 4 people. I do think for this side of things, for Team AJ, alongside Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, I do think it is going to be Io Sky and Rhea Ripley because of their history with the Kabuki Warriors, Rhea Ripley's history with Becky Lynch, Io's history with the Kabuki Warriors, and being a part of the Damage Control team with them. So I do think that these people that you're currently seeing on the screen right now make a hell of a lot of sense. And then the other 2 for Team Becky, I think are going to be the people that teamed up together on Friday Night SmackDown and the person that made their official debut as part of the SmackDown Women's division, and that is going to be Lash Legend and Nia Jax because of their history currently going on with Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. So this is the Team War Games that I have happening for the women's side of things. But there is also potential that it could be, instead of the Kabuki Warriors, could be Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez. But I don't think it will. I think it will be these 10 people. But there is also the possibility that on this side of things, it could be either Nikki Bella and Stephanie instead of Io and Rhea, or it could be Maxine Dupree and Stephanie instead of Rhea and Io. Like, there is a possibility because of obviously Maxine and Becky's feuds at the moment, and Maxine mentioning AJ Lee, but I don't think they're going to put Maxine in a women's war game match. I just don't feel like that makes any sense. But I mean, it's a possibility, but I feel like these 10 on the screen right now make the most sense. So do you agree with the 10 people that I think are going to be a part of the Women's War Games? Or do you actually think it could be the other 4 names that I've said? Or do you think it's going to be completely different to what I have on the screen currently? Let me know in the comments down below because I'll be very intrigued to know your guys' War Games matches. But yeah, this is match number 4 right here. Obviously, this is not in the order that I think Survivor Series is going to be. This is just the order that I've predicted the matches that are going to happen on Survivor Series. So yeah, this is Team Becky versus Team AJ Lee that I feel is going to happen at War Games in a couple of weeks' time. Now we're on to match number 5, which I do think is going to be the main event. So I do think I've got this match right being the main event, which is of course the men's War Games match. Now, this is the most trickiest men's War Games match to predict because it could go so many different ways. Like, so many different ways. But I have ended up going with these 10 people, considering what I've seen on Raw and SmackDown this week, because obviously this video is out a couple of days after Raw, but I'm filming this on the Saturday a couple of days before Raw, so I don't necessarily know what's happened on Raw yet as I'm filming this. So I've just predicted the men's War Games over what's been going on over the last couple of weeks, well actually over the last month, and what went on this week on both Raw and SmackDown. So these are the 10 people that I've gone with, and I'm going to say a few other ways that it could go, but obviously this is my official prediction for the War Games match, so I have to hope that I have got the 10 people right, but I honestly don't know. But anyways, I have gone with on the Bron Breakker side, I have gone with Bron Breakker, Bronson Reed, and Logan Paul. So they're the three people that I definitely think are going to be a part of this side of things. This side of the bracket, in the baby faces side, I do think it's definitely going to be CM Punk, John Cena, and Jey Uso. Is the three that I definitely think it's going to be on this side of things. And then the last two people I have on this side of the War Games match is Bron Breakker, Brock Lesnar, because I do think that Paul Heyman is going to make a call to Brock Lesnar for Brock to help out his team, and because John Cena being a part of the babyface team, Brock being a part of the Bron Breakker's team makes a hell of a lot of sense, because John Cena can right his wrong from what happened at WrestlePalooza. So I definitely think that Brock Lesnar is going to be a part of Team Bron Breakker. And I also have gone with, alongside Bron Breakker, Bronson Reed, Logan Paul, and Brock Lesnar, I've actually gone with Aleister Black to be a part of this side of the Men's War Games, because considering what happened on Friday Night SmackDown with Aleister being a part of the main event scene, I can now see Aleister being a part of Team Bron Breakker. Because I just don't see where they. Oh, my mic's died. I don't. Hang on, guys. Oh my god, now everything's fell. Hang on. Jesus, this has gone terribly wrong. I don't know how much of that I got on my mic, because my mic has has decided to not film anymore. So I don't know how much I got of that, but I was saying that I do think that Aleister Black is going to be a part of the Team Bron Breakker, because of obviously what happened on Friday Night SmackDown with Aleister now being a part of the main event scene. And I have heard that Paul Heyman sees a lot of potential in Aleister Black, so I feel like it makes a hell of a lot of sense for him to be a part of Team Vision. It's just, obviously there's rumours of Austin Theory being a part of Team Vision, but now that they've brought Logan Paul into the Vision as the third man, I don't see them now also bringing in Austin Theory. So I actually don't see Austin Theory being a part of this Men's War Games. I mean, he could potentially be, because obviously there's still another like 3 Raws to go, but I don't know how they get Austin Theory involved. Like, I don't feel like that it makes a hell of a lot of sense. But I feel like with Brock Lesnar, Paul Heyman can make the call for him to be involved. So I feel like he makes a hell of a lot of sense to be a part of Team Vision. And obviously his history with Paul Heyman, because obviously he used to be the advocate of Paul Heyman. No, Paul Heyman used to be his advocate. The other way around, I don't know. Anyways, he used to be part of the team with Paul Heyman. A Heyman guy. And then obviously Aleister being pushed into the main event scene. I can definitely see Aleister being part of Team Vision. Because I do see on this side of things, on the babyfaces side of things, Damian Priest being a part of Team Babyfaces. Because I feel like we need a SmackDown superstars. Like, we've got no. There's the way that a lot of people are booking the Men's War Games. There is no SmackDown members a part of any of the men's sides of things, and I feel like that's a bit unfair on team on SmackDown to have nobody on their roster a part of the Men's War Games. So I feel like, considering Damian and Aleister have kind of got themselves involved in the main event scene with Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes, I can see them being a part of the War Games match, and obviously Damian Priest being a part of Team Babyface, and then Aleister Black being a part of Team Heels. And we can also see an interaction between Aleister Black and John Cena, which we've never had, I don't think. And we can see the kind of reunion of Aleister Black and CM Punk in the ring together, the reunion of Brock and CM Punk in the ring, Brock and John Cena, Damian and Aleister can fight each other in a War Games scenario where they can beat the living shit out of each other and there's no escape. Also makes a hell of a lot of sense for those two to be a part of the War Games as well, considering that the feud's still going on. So yeah, guys, this is my team men's War Games that I do think is going to happen, and I do think these are the 10 people, but there is the other option of it being at LA Knight instead of a Damian Priest and an Austin Theory or a Solo Sikoa as well, being a part of this side of things, heels, and there is the possibility of it being Roman Reigns, but I honestly don't think Roman Reigns is going to be a part of this year's Survivor Series. I just don't think it makes any sense for him to be a part of it, and I don't see there being any point of him returning, so I don't think Roman Reigns is a part of this year's Survivor Series, and I don't feel like he really needs to be. There is the possibility that it is on this side of things, Solo Sikoa, and instead of Damian Priest, it's a member of the MFTs, member of the White Six. I don't know, or it could be Sami Zayn and Solo. I don't know. Honestly, this is what I mean. There is so many different ways that the men's War Games could go. Like, there's so many. But this is my official prediction of the 10 people that I feel make a hell of a lot of sense to be a part of the men's War Games. So, yeah, guys, this has been my official early Survivor Series prediction video. Do you agree with both the women's and the men's War Games? Do you agree with the other 3 matches that potentially could happen at Survivor Series in less than a couple of weeks' time by the time this video comes out? Or do you feel that there should be other people, other matches instead of one of the matches I predicted? Or do you think the War Games for the men's and women's is going to look slightly different? Let me know, guys, because I'll be so intrigued to know your guys' opinions on Survivor Series. Do you want to say sorry that there was a cut in this video? Sorry that my mic suddenly dropped and I don't know how much of the audio got cut out. And also sorry that I almost dropped my camera when I pressed to record again. So, and sorry for the quality as well, because I look so white. But yeah, I promise you, I'm not as pale as the screen is making me out to be. I can promise you that I'm definitely not. Like, definitely not. Because I look way white than I actually do look in person. So, I don't know why I look as pale as I do. But I can guarantee you I'm not as pale as the camera is making me out to be. But anyways, got off topic. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this early Survivor Series predictions. I am actually really excited for Survivor Series this year. Like, really excited for it. But I'm not going to lie to you. If you've watched up to this point, and you can see kind of what that is in the background, Stranger Things Season 5 Volume 1 comes out in the same week of Survivor Series, and I am not going to lie to you guys, I am way more excited for Volume 1 of Stranger Things Season 5 than I am for Survivor Series. I'm sorry, but I am. I'm so excited for Season 5, and if you guys are a Stranger Things nerd, I am going to be doing a Stranger Things haul on the day before Stranger Things comes out. So if you are a Stranger Things fan as well as a wrestling fan, you are going to like the content that comes in the next couple of weeks, because I am going to be doing a lot of well, not a lot of Stranger Things stuff, but there will be a massive Stranger Things haul video coming out soon. So get ready for that, and let me know, guys, if you've made it this far. Let me know, are you a Stranger Things nerd, and are you excited for Stranger Things Season 5? Please let me know, because I am, yeah, it's all I can think about, to be honest with you. But yeah, anyways, I'm going to end this video here. I hope you have enjoyed my early Survivor Series predictions, and yeah, this has been Charlie, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Sorry guys, there is another cut at the end of this video. I have literally just done my piece and all that, so sorry that there is another cut, but I forgot to adding my unboxing that I said I was going to do in this video, and I just wanted to quickly show you guys what I have added to my collection of wrestling, and that is the Crazy is my superstar, Crazy is my superstar, Crazy is my superpower, AJ Lee Mendes's book. So yeah, I just wanted to quickly add this in because I said I was gonna add it in at the end of the Survivor Series prediction and then just ended the video because obviously I was sat in a different place, so I completely forgot that it was behind me. So I just thought I'll just add this in quickly at the end of this video. So I'm so sorry guys that this Survivor Series has been a couple of cuts, my phone almost falling, the quality making me look blue and very, very pale than I actually am. Yeah, sorry guys, but and also the audio cutting out as well. But yeah, I also just wanted to show you guys this because I now have AJ Lee's book that she made quite some time ago, but I just never got around to buying it. But yeah, I'm not a massive reader, like I don't tend to read, but I am going to give this a go. So yeah, just thought I'll just quickly add that in to the end of this video because I did originally say that I was going to do that and then yeah, just completely forgot. But anyways guys, this has been Charlie and I will see you guys in my next video, which will be my SmackDown review. So yeah guys, this has been Charlie and again I'm sorry and I will see you guys in my next one. Peace.